Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 2 of Josh's Junk. We are so glad you came back to listen to us again. This is probably going to be my favorite episode. It's going to take another big episode to top this one for me. We're going to talk about my predictions for the next full NFL season. And what we're going to do, I think about episode 6, 7, I'm going to compare my list and my standings and my predictions to Sports Illustrated, which to me, their predictions are a complete embarrassment. Like, whoever gets paid to work at Sports Illustrated, just give me your money and your job. You can keep your wife and kids, and I'll teach you how to make correct predictions, because I'm just a simple factory worker in Ohio, and I guarantee you, any of these high-priced ESPN losers, I'd destroy knowledge-wise. They ask you what's on a teleprompter. I know what's going on.
Calling out the top dogs here.
The top dog is here.
The top.
So, without further ado, we're not going to be one of those shows to tease something and then we make you listen or watch for the next 2 hours to get what the cliffhanger is. So I'm going to lead right into it. From the last episode, the fantasy advice. I'm in 4 fantasy leagues, all different, all weird. I have different players in each league. I'm playing against players that I own in other leagues.
Only 4?
Yeah, no, 4's a bit excessive. So love football though, huge fan. The fantasy advice was rookies. We got a lot of rookies this year. McCaffrey, Kareem Hunt lit New England up last night. Brady, I'll get to that next. Kareem Hunt looked good. McCaffrey, I expect big things out of. Kaiser of the Browns, probably going to be big. Every draft I've been to, besides my online draft, obviously, the question is, man, these rookies are rated really high, but can you trust them? This year you do. Joe Mixon, the Bengals. They love criminals. The whole team's in jail. I got all their autographs. It's awesome, dude. It took 20 minutes. But Joe Mixon, as long as he stops abusing women, will be a great player for the Bengals. He's a huge upgrade over what else they have. Draft him. He's going a little high for my taste, but if he's not going by round 6, definitely take him. If he's in 5 or later, you're getting great value there. Go with rookies. Number 2, these people that come up to me all day today and text me and meme me and all this shit. Oh my God, Lucas, guess what happened last night?
Oh my God, what?
Like, I'm supposed to be embarrassed. Like, there's fan bases like the Cleveland Browns who begged to win 1 game in a year. The Bengals, who haven't won a playoff game since the year I was born. The Cowboys, who ain't won a playoff game since '98. The Bills, I think, is '96. Houston, good luck making it past the first round. New England lost an opening day game where they were missing 6 starters and had 13 new players that they didn't really have all fitting together. They dominated for a half, and then 2 more of their key players left, and they lost. So Tom Brady just needs to go and hide and retire. And I'm about to get loud, so I'll lean back from the mic.
I bet he's crying right now.
People, you're going to understand 2 things about this podcast right now.
He loves Tom Brady.
1, until number 12 puts it down, they're not going to lose.
I should pixelate that helmet out that way we can't see it.
Number 2, I don't put up with stupidity. I'm not shy. I call people out on their stuff. Nick, if you ever want to come on one of these, we'll talk about your boy Russell Wilson. There's plenty of topics that I have really unique takes on that isn't the popular take. So I'm going to jump into the standings. We'll start with the NFC. We will start with the... All right.
There you go.
I'll be able to read it. All right, we'll start with the NFC East. I have the Cowboys going 11-5, the Eagles going 10-6, Giants 8-8, the Redskins 5-11. And we'll give a quick overview of why. Cowboys return all their players. Actually, 10 minutes ago, I got an alert from ESPN and Bleacher Report that Ezekiel Elliott will be able to play all season long. So makes them even more appealing now that they have their best player for all year. Eagles, good young quarterback, very good lines. Giants, hate him. Eli's garbage now. He just throws the ball to Beckham no matter where he is. Beckham's too busy kissing nets and falling down on the sidelines to worry about it. Redskins, not much to say. Boring team. Kirk Cousins just throws for a bunch of yards and gets overpaid this offseason. Go to the South. I think the Falcons won't have a Super Bowl hangover. They'll win their division. Panthers kind of bounce back. Don't make the playoffs, but a respectable 9-7. Bucks at 7-9. I'm not buying the hype. Saints. Me and Lucas could score touchdowns on your guys' defense. Get it together. Green Bay.
I love the Saints.
Aaron Rodgers is the most overrated player in the NFL to me. Hot take. Oh my God. Yeah, that's one of my takes that aren't very popular. But in a weak division, yes, weak division, they easily win, getting the 1 seed. The Vikings finish second, get the 5. Lions 8-8, and the Bears are going to be absolute trash, 2-14. Seattle in the West easily wins the division, probably rest players the last couple weeks. Cardinals, Carson Palmer ain't getting you anywhere. You're staying there. Rams, 8-8 is really good for you guys. A lot of young players, good young talent. Watch Cooper Kupp. He's a fantasy sleeper this year. Respectable 8-8 Niners. You know they're in a full rebuild, by the way. The fact that Brian Hoyer's our quarterback this year, you already know. So we'll go to the wild card. I got Seattle beating Philly in a pretty close competitive game. Philly's probably a year away. Falcons and Vikings. The Vikings are no years away because they're never going to get over the hump with the roster they have on offense. The Falcons will probably roll them, honestly. I have the Packers getting revenge on the Falcons and beating them, and I got Dallas beating Seattle. And then the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl.
What?
For the first time since the 90s.
Honestly, I remember watching that on TV when I was a kid.
All right. We'll go to the big boy conference where the big boys play. The AFC. Excuse me. AFC East. You should know for the past 15, however long Tom Brady's played, the Patriots will win this division by Thanksgiving and be resting players by early December. It's the Patriots. That's all y'all got to say. Dolphins, Jay Cutler, probably put up a pretty respectable year. The division's garbage. Buffalo, speaking of garbage, trading all their good players away randomly, making other players retire that they trade for because they're like, well, you traded for me and I was cool with it, but then I get here and you trade all the good players away. I'm just going to retire instead of making millions of bucks. Good call, Buffalo. The Jets, you're absolute dog shit. I could group up people around this neighborhood I live in Farmersville, and I guarantee you we could score a touchdown on you guys. I have the Jets, my bold statement of this year, going 0-16. They're going to go winless this year. Mark it down. The only game on their schedule, if you look at it, is their game against Cleveland, which is at Cleveland. So their easiest game is a road game. Good luck. Tennessee Titans, I have jumping out of nowhere, being 11-5. A lot of young talent. Wins the division. The Texans, I don't buy. They can't score. Jaguars are a mess. They have been for years. 6-10. That's about what they finish at every year. The Colts are a joke. Andrew Luck never plays. The coach is on the hot seat every single year. The owner's a pill-popping drunk. It's not a good organization. Got them finishing last. Steelers, team I hate the most. But, I mean, they're good. They're hated for a reason. 11-5, win the division. Got the Bengals at 9-7, squeaking that last wild card in. Baltimore, 9-7, losing tiebreakers to the Bengals. Browns, 4-12. You won one game the year before. 4 games is pretty damn good. Raiders, 11-5. I'm not buying the Raiders. Everybody's like, the Raiders are going to beat New England. Yeah. And I'm going to be on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire next Wednesday night.
Dude, what if you are?
Chargers at 9-7. Phillip Rivers, good. A lot of talent. They're always injured. He never seems to have his whole cast. 2 rookies they drafted this year, they both got hurt before they even stepped on the field for an actual game. I mean, they have bizarre luck. Chiefs. Man, Lucas, the Chiefs beat New England. They're going to go 8-8 and not make the playoffs this year because the Chiefs are an absolute joke. Alex Smith had...
That's who beat New England?
Alex Smith has a 19-year-old rookie named Patrick Mahomes. Remember, buy the rookies. When he starts playing, buy him. They didn't get him to manage the game like Alex Smith. They got him to throw the ball, and he's got a cannon for an arm. So Alex Smith will struggle. They play Denver's defense. The Chargers got a good pass rush. They play a really tough schedule defense-wise. Alex Smith's going to get rattled. He's going to get benched, and Mahomes is going to take over. 8-8 is going to be good for them, considering what they're going to go through. Broncos 7-9. Quarterback plays terrible. Your running back trio's injury-prone as can be. Charles ain't even suited up, and somebody made the team. Really good defense. Defense wins championships, but you got to score something. You guys won't score anything. I got the Raiders beating the Bengals in the wild card. Close game, probably. Bengals, you'll win a playoff game, hopefully, before I die. We'll see. Titans over the Dolphins. Jay Cutler. I'm smoking another cigarette on the bench, dude, because you're not going to win the first game. Patriots beat Tennessee. Close game in the first half.
Mariota's on the bench?
No, it's the whole thing. They gave him shit because he's a pro athlete, but he smokes cigarettes. So that's like, Patriots beat Tennessee, like I said. Tennessee keeps it competitive. Good players. Mariota, Henry, Murray. Really good quality. They're going to be there for years to come. Steelers beat Oakland. Probably a pretty big shootout. Neither team knows how to play defense. Patriots beat Pittsburgh. Tom Brady owns them. You get on Wikipedia, it probably says he owns them and the Bills because I think he's beat Pittsburgh. I know at least the past like 4 or 5 times he's not only beat them, he's lit them up. So, we're with the Super Bowl of New England Patriots, Dallas Cowboys. Probably will sell the most. This will be probably the biggest money Super Bowl.
Yeah, if that's the lineup, then yeah.
Patriots, Cowboys. The Cowboys haven't. Sorry, Dad. The Cowboys. I root for them. Love you, Dad. I root for the Cowboys because my parents loved Dallas when I was little. They dressed me up in Dallas clothes.
It'd be
America. Like
it'd be America's team.
They're America's team, right?
Versus America's new team.
But that's it. The Dallas fans, like my dad's just kind of sick of them always winning, which I understand from other fans. But these are the 2 biggest teams in football. Patriots, Cowboys. It don't get much bigger than either of them.
Merchandise-wise.
Merchandise, tickets. The 2 biggest owners in the Bob Kraft, Kraft Cheese, Jerry Jones, billionaire. There you go. But you know what's going to happen here. See that? Brady gets 6.
What?
Then he retires, and it's Jimmy G's era. If you have issues with my standings, Bengals fans, Bears fans, I don't think there is any. Any issue whatsoever, message me on YouTube, leave a comment, find me on Facebook. I should be creating a page for this on my Facebook to where we can have like a Josh's Junk page, similar to how we have the EgoCast page. Give me your feedback. If you want to come on and debate my hot take, Aaron Rodgers being overrated, any of my takes, or anything you want to say to see if I disagree, whatever, leave a comment, leave some feedback. Criticism is always wanted.
Good or bad?
It's normally bad, but we'll take whichever one you have. The next episode we do will be over my favorite thing, Lucas's favorite thing when he's randomly over at my house when it just happens to be on a Saturday night, WWE. I will tell you who the best wrestlers are of today, who the ones that are underutilized, the ones coming up from the NXT that I think will be big stars in the future. I have a hot take on AJ Styles. 90% of you wrestling nerds on the internet probably won't like. And I have a message from my good friend Ben on his idol, AJ Styles. So until then, take care of your guys' self. We are Josh's Junk, and we will see you soon.